the top 10 reasons to invest in a fixed index annuity. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of It's Your Life. I'm Paul Zimney, CPA and licensed health and life insurance agent here in St. Louis, Missouri. Together with my partner, Shannon Carpenter, we are going to present today the top 10 reasons to invest in a fixed index annuity. And as always, our goal is very simple. It is to improve your life, to improve your family's life, and to improve your legacy. So Shannon, please introduce yourself and then we'll get started.
Sure. My name is Shannon Carpenter, and I am a nationally licensed financial advisor. I reside in Kentucky, and sometimes I reside in South Carolina. But real excited. We both work with Family First Life. We're both with the #1 IMO in the nation. We have, I can't even count how many carriers and options we have out there. But just for annuity options, we have probably 10 of the top annuity companies on the market.
Gotcha. All right. Very good, sir. Well, as an introduction, I want to say that the biggest thing to remember when you are determining how much money to invest in a fixed index annuity is that there is a trade-off. You are going to give up immediate access to the majority of your funds, and you're going to allow the life insurance company to invest those over time in return for, of course, the earnings growth and all of the financial benefits that you'll receive from owning an annuity. So I wanted to emphasize that. We mentioned that in a previous episode this year, and that's kind of the trade-off in the annuity program. So without further ado, top 10 reasons to invest in a fixed indexed annuity. #1, put your money to work. You can take a low or no interest savings account, money market account, 401k, and invest in a long-term, high-growth fixed indexed annuity. #2, protect your money from stock market loss. Very, very important. You're able to eliminate all risk of ever losing even 1 penny in a stock market downturn by investing money in a fixed indexed annuity. Shannon, your thoughts on those first 2 points, please.
Sure. I mean, both of them are pretty simple. You know, with a fixed index annuity, it's kind of like an IUL we talked about a couple of weeks ago. Your money is not being directly invested in the stock market unless it's a variable index annuity. Those actually can lose money when the market crashes. We do not sell those here at FFL. We focus on fixed index annuities because you cannot lose a penny. So when you look at, for example, you mentioned 401k, you see your 401k going up and down and up and down, and the growth pattern looks like one of these, like an EKG. If you look at the growth pattern of a fixed index annuity, it goes up and then it locks in your gains. When the market crashes, you don't participate that year. You're guaranteed a flat line, so you never lose money. The next year, the market goes back up and you participate again. So now you get those gains. So your growth pattern looks like a staircase constantly growing up.
Awesome. Awesome. Great example. Thank you. Okay. #3, accept a generous premium bonus gift. So at this time, many carriers are adding 10%, 12%, 18% or more to your initial investment account as a premium bonus just for investing in the fixed indexed annuity. #4, increase your death benefit immediately, not to be overlooked. When you are given the premium bonus and when that is added to your initial investment, it instantly increases the death benefit by the amount of the bonus in the fixed indexed annuity. Shannon, your thoughts on those 2 points?
Yeah, they're both good points. I mean, I definitely would encourage agents that are watching this to not sell just based off of the premium bonus. If I am going to use a premium bonus, it's not, this is the highlight, this is the key, the feature. It's more of a reason to, let's say, switch from another annuity that might have a surrender charge. So we talked to somebody this week and their surrender charge was going to be like $42,000. They've had it for a few years. They only got a 4% bonus with the current company, so not very much. And because they're pulling out early, they're going to have to pay $42,000. Well, our premium bonus was $68,000 in that example. So we're giving them a 20% premium bonus, which is covering the $42,000 that they're going to lose and giving them a little extra money in their account.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, continuing. Number 5, earn tax-deferred investment income. Your interest credits for your annual earnings are tax-deferred until those monies are withdrawn or paid out from the fixed indexed annuity. And number 6, eliminate annual management fees. Money managers, as they're called, generally charge a healthy percent of your investment each year just to watch over your money. You don't pay an annual management fee on the basic fixed indexed annuity program. Shannon, your thoughts?
Yeah, the biggest thing people don't understand about their current account is how much they're paying in fees. When we talk about 401k specifically, a few years ago, the Department of Labor changed the laws and forced all these providers to show people what the fees are. And most of them charge somewhere between 1 to 2% in fees. If you had $1 million when you're ready to retire, you think, well, 1% is not bad. That's $10,000, but it's not. It's actually 28.8% of your total nest egg that's gone. So if you had $1 million, they're going to take roughly $300,000 of that money. If you have a 2% fee, they're essentially taking 49.5% of your money. And once people realize that, Tony Robbins, there's a video on TikTok and YouTube. He's everywhere. He worked for America's Best 401k. He was on the board of directors, and he came forward on CBS on national television and said, fees are important, fees matter, and the fees were just made public essentially. But still, when I look at statements, sometimes the fees are hard for me to find. I don't understand how they expect your average person that doesn't do this every day to find and understand those fees. They're hidden on page 47 in fine print. You got to have a little orphan Annie decoder pen to figure out what it means. And, so anyway, the fees are important. You're paying fees. And if you can get a fixed index annuity where there are no fees, no management fees at all, then you're going to come out ahead in the long run.
Makes total sense. Thank you. Number 7, you get to choose between income or accumulation. So you determine whether the focus is on receiving a regular payment to live on, as they say, or accumulating earnings to leave on to your heirs in your fixed indexed annuity. And number 8, select your investment strategy. So again, you get to elect the strategy that best suits your needs, such as conservative, balanced, or growth, and also pick and choose specific stock indexes that you want to tie your investments into for the fixed indexed annuity. Shannon, your thoughts?
Well, as you were talking about that, I was thinking, obviously that's up to the person that is moving their money. If they want more of the money while they're alive to use, for their lifetime, or if they want to still use some of that money, but more focused on leaving a legacy behind for others, you can really focus that either way, or you can do a pretty nice balanced blend. But then you also mentioned, selecting your strategy. And when we mentioned that there's no fees, you can add some fees. And sometimes there's a reason to add fees. One of our carriers has a 1% or 1.25% strategy charge. They don't really call it a fee, they call it a strategy charge, but it's a 1.25% strategy charge that allows you to earn usually around 3 points higher in the market. So in gains, you're gaining 3% more. I like that. Now, what a lot of people don't know is that at the end of the year, even if you have paid that 1.25% strategy charge and they are wrong, they did not earn you that extra gains, the extra 3%, they make you whole at the end of the year with a credit. So you're not out anything. So in that case, sometimes I do like to add a strategy charge or a fee if it makes sense for that individual.
Correct, if it's going to benefit them. Okay, and continuing, number 9, take advantage of free annual withdrawals. So according to your annuity contract, you can take out 1% of your total accumulated balance each year in monthly, quarterly, semi-annual, or annual payments from your fixed indexed annuity. And last but certainly not least, number 10, receive income for life for you and your spouse. Again, based on the terms of your annuity contract, you can turn on and begin receiving income for life payable to you and your spouse if a joint lifetime payout is selected within the fixed indexed annuity. Shannon?
Yeah, I was just thinking, the withdrawals on most of the annuities, either you can't touch it for about a year and then you get, access to 5% free withdrawals. And then sometimes there's policies where you can get 10% immediately. So when you transfer those funds, let's just take 500,000 for my math skills here. You transfer 500,000. If you put that into a program where you're going to get a 20% premium bonus, you now have roughly $600,000 in your account. So you could immediately withdraw 60,000. That number should theoretically increase every year. So you're going to get a little bit more and a little bit more every single year. So if that's enough for you to live off of, your account is growing and you're using that money and you're guaranteed to never run out of money no matter how long you live. And let's face it, with our elderly folks, their main concern is running out of money when they get older. So another thing that I know about annuities, and I learned this from Tom Hegna. He came to Lexington a couple times and he worked with my my office, but he wrote the book Paychecks and Playchecks, and he has another book that he also wrote as well. He talks about mortality credits and how life insurance companies, the only thing that can give you mortality credits, and essentially the longer you live, the more mortality credits you receive. But instead of me stealing his thunder, I'm going to go ahead and attach Tom's video so you can learn it from the man himself. And here that is.
That in Paychecks and Playchecks, I called mortality credits. And in Don't Worry, Retire Happy, I call them longevity credits. It's the same thing. It's extra money from the risk pool that you get the older you are and the longer you live. And the older you are and the longer you live, the more of these longevity credits you're going to get paid. And what math and science says is if right now you have a portfolio and you don't have any longevity credits in that portfolio, math and science will prove that that portfolio is suboptimal, less than what it could or what it should be.
Okay, thank you, Shannon. And I hope everyone has benefited from learning about the top 10 reasons to invest in a fixed indexed annuity. We will see you all the next time, and good luck, everyone.